friends, welcome back to Vincent Gigi's Super Channel G. Black Panther is absolutely one of my favorite Marvel movies and superheroes of all time. And I've been working on some great video ideas as we get ready for Black Panther 2. So it's with a heavy heart that I realized that Black Panther himself, Chadwick Boseman, will not be able to reprise his role as T'Challa again. A class act on and off the screen, Chadwick was truly a hero to behold, someone to look up to and to aspire to be. My prayers and sympathies go out to you, your family, and your loved ones. You will absolutely be missed, but the mark that you left in this world will be everlasting. May you find eternal peace. Thank you and God bless. From your friends, Vincent Gigi at Super Channel G.
Jan, the time has come for you to come home.
What is up, Vincent Gigi?
Vincent Gigi, Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Gigi.
Vincent Gigi from Super Channel G.
Super Channel G.
Vincent Gigi on Super Channel G.
So tight. Don't stop doing what you're doing.
Congratulations on all your success.
Congratulations on everything.
I will see you on the TV on
Super Channel G. Yeah.
God, is this great!
Hey guys, welcome back to Vincent Gigi's Super Channel G. I can't tell you enough how incredible these figures look. Take a look at that. Look at Black Panther here. So guys, before we get started, please subscribe to our channel. Follow us by clicking on the subscribe button below. Hit the bell next to it so you can get notified every time we have new videos come out. Let us know where in the world you're watching from and talk to us in the comments below. So guys, I'm so excited to get started. What do you think? Glad to see you're here, and let's get started. What do you think? Right now. Alright guys, and I just can't wait to get started. I'm pretty sure you can't either. And this special set that we got from Target is really what I'm so super excited about. And well, let's not forget the core Wave 1 series that we have here from Black Panther. This is Marvel Legends, of course. Look at this beautiful packaging. This is the Build-A-Figure for Okoye, and I'm so excited to tell you about this. Look at this. So we have done a review like this, but we're gonna do this is gonna be the updated one with our new Eric Killmonger and Everett Ross, and then hopefully soon we can get Wave 2, which has Baku and so on. So let's take a quick look at this. This is going to be Black Panther, Eric Killmonger, Nakia, Black Bolt, and Submariner. We have all 5 of the characters for the Build-A-Figure set that we have here for Okoye. We have not gotten this Iron Man yet. He is a standalone, which is unfortunate because he looked pretty cool. And same thing like with Infinity War, the set that they had, the Iron Man was a standalone one too, and he came before everyone else. These are so incredible. Can't wait to show you what they look like. And then of course, let's take a look at this Black Panther, Everett Ross, Eric Killmonger. Doesn't this look awesome? Of course, does not come with a Build-A-Figure set or parts, I'm sorry, but definitely this special edition has these two and this paint, premium paint job. Can't wait to take a look at that. So why don't we get started? Let's dive right on in, and let's start right here with our special edition 2 set, set of 2 pack from sorry, I'm stuttering there or something going on, from Target, and looks gorgeous. And if you'll take a look, this is not the exact same Eric Killmonger that we're gonna open in a little bit. If you'll notice, there's a different paint job. This one, it's a lot more pronounced, but it doesn't have, you know, it doesn't look like we can see this, like, you know, leopard jaguar type pattern on the suit like he had. So that's something, because when I zoomed in here, it looked like no, it doesn't have that pattern on there, which is on the suit. So that's something to keep in mind. But I do love this really fresh, bold looking gold that's on there. Let's get it open. And I almost opened it without reading how awesome the back must be right here. So it says, while Everett Ross is assigned to escort T'Challa to American soil, Eric Killmonger threatens the security of the Wakandan borders from which T'Challa hails. So, isn't that awesome? Super, super awesome. And look at how great these are going to look. I hope they're every bit as awesome as that when I get it open. Maybe even more awesome, right? Wouldn't that be great? So, let's bust it on out. Can't wait. There we go. And, oh, you know what? I didn't take a look at how awesome this is on the side over here. Of course, by Hasbro. And this is a beautiful box. We're definitely make sure we don't destroy this box so we can have it for presentation. Look at this really cool Black Panther symbol in the back. That looks awesome. And look how great these figures look right off the bat. I'm super excited, even though this is, you know, Agent Ross, whatever. I'm excited about the fact that this is a, you know, another figure to add, and he was really cool in the movie. Comes with a gun, and then we have the weapons for Eric Killmonger here in the hand. So this is very similar to this one right here. But the cool part is we get to switch out the head. Now looks like we have the hands, they're the same. They're the weapons that are almost the same, but the suit paint job is different, and the fact that we get his head unmasked is my favorite part. So let's start with Agent Everett Ross, just because he's on the left, and we'll work our way that way. So, first of all, that looks just like him. Even looks like him from the Hobbit movies, right? Look at that face. They did such an amazing job of capturing the likeness. Looks just like him. Look at this tie. Man, look at that. That's pretty cool. So this jacket, let me see. Actually, it looks like the jacket will come off if we want it to. The problem is he's still going to have suit arms, so it doesn't make much sense to take the jacket off. But still, super cool. Love that. Turns at the waist, which is awesome. Has a pretty good little ab crunch there. I will say that. Looks like it stays pretty good. It even clicks. We got pretty good leg mobility. Not that he needs to be jumping around and doing crazy stuff, but it looks like we got pretty good joints on the knees too. So I appreciate that. Really appreciate that, because the set that we bought that was Bucky and Falcon, they weren't so well built. They felt like it could break. Alright, so we got movement right here on the feet. It looks like they're not super supported, but then again, he is wearing this fancy shoes. So, let's see. They don't really move out and around, but they move up and down and they tilt. So we got that there. The upper thigh moves up here, and looks like we got pretty good mobility for the arms. Look at this. So we do have double joint on the elbow. The problem is it does feel a little soft here. It doesn't feel ridiculously soft, but it does feel a little soft. And the wrist goes back and forth and around. That's awesome. Let's put the gun here. And yeah, I'll say I definitely love the way they did this figure. I'm glad we got him. Let's see if I can put his finger over here. Not really. So I'm just going to put the gun like this for now, because I don't want to just cram it in there. This joint could have been a little stronger, but still, it's pretty okay. I love the fact that we can move the arm in that much, right? So that's great. And yeah, this is awesome. Head moves pretty far back and forward. That's awesome. Moves to the side. So this is really cool. I'm really digging this figure. I'm telling you, like, this is well done. I appreciate that, and I love the fact that this agent was awesome in Black Panther. He was super cool, and you know, he definitely came in handy when they needed help. He was piloted that virtually that ship, right? So that was awesome. See if I can get him to stand up with these feet that he has without being in an awkward pose. Sort of. All right, let's bend his legs and have him a little more ready for action. There we go. That looks cool. What do you think? Let's get this a little bit out of here and let's take a picture. Oh, let's move his neck less awkward. There we go. There we go. That looks awesome. Alright, cool. So let's set him up. I'm having a little bit of problem standing him up though. And I think that's because of his shoes curving so much like that, which they look like real shoes. So, alright, cool. Let's set him aside right here. And you know what? Maybe we'll just lean him against the back right there. But he looks super cool. Alright, let's get Eric Killmonger on here. Look at all these accessories. Doesn't that look amazing? Looks great. Let's get him out here. I love the paint job they did on this suit. I love the fact that we have him unmasked. That is a big deal for me. Look at this. Let's zoom in and see this. Doesn't that look awesome? Look at the hair. And the hair moves a little bit. Look at that. See if I can get this little artifact right here on his face. Did it come off? Yeah, came off. Great. We got great head mobility. Let's see. It goes forward and back and sticks out at the jaw. That's awesome. So that's good. Let's see. We have, it's a little bit looser than I would have liked, but it still stays. This beautiful detail on this suit. We got, oh, good clicking ab crunch, so that way it's, you know, it's a little bit of looseness it has, it still holds it well. But this butterfly joint here, you know how I feel about those butterfly joints, right? That it gives it this wonderful, wonderful mobility right here, articulation, and that we can move it all the way back like this. Look at this. Doesn't that look amazing? Looks outstanding. So, I love the way that looks. Looks awesome. Alright, so let's look at this beautiful paint detail on here. The only part I regret is it doesn't have that like leopard print, you know, jaguar type print on his body, those spots, right? So let's see. There we go. So we move at the waist, we crunch right here at the abs. Love that. We move up here on the upper part of the leg, and look at the suit. It looks incredible. Look at the feet. So it's got great mobility. The feet pivot, but don't necessarily turn. And we don't have that, you know, that joint right here that we typically do on the shins, but we do have great mobility here. And I'm feeling like we have pretty good joints here. Look at this. So I'm really appreciating this. Moves up, down, around. I love these claw hands. That looks awesome. And I do like the fact that we have these closed claw hands. Now they could have looked a little bit different because it looks like it's going to be kind of hard to hold these weapons. But let's bust these on out and let's take a look. Let's take these hands out too. Let's get a real good look at this. And let's take out the head. So, what do you want to see first? I want to switch out the head and put the... Let's see what that looks like. Okay. So it looks like we got some pretty great detail. Like I zoomed in pretty good. So the head looks beautiful. Look at that. It's even got writing on it. Wow. That language that they speak. And guess what? I had bought the Blu-ray and it tells us how to decipher that. So I gotta just pop this on right here. See how this looks. It's a little tougher than I would have thought. But we got it on there. And it's not even all the way on there. So let me see. There we go. I think I actually prefer the other head. As cool as this looks, I love the fact the other one looks just like him. So, this looks awesome. I think we got really good movement. I love the texture of the suit. It's awesome. It feels, you know, nice and like gritty. It feels awesome. Love this figure. So maybe I can get him to stand right here. There we go. Get him like with a getting low stance. And I think that looks outstanding. Look how great that looks. So, see if I can move this aside. See if I can do this. And if I can, yeah, that looks awesome. And I'm gonna try and put these in his hand with the other one. All right, so let's switch the hands out. And the hands looks like they got pretty good mobility. Look at that. Let's go ahead and put this hand here. Look at that. And the hand doesn't close all the way, so just keep that in mind. Now the difference is between this one and the other weapon, the other one has brown, I think, down here. Look at this. That still holds it pretty well. That's awesome. We can hold that like that, and you know, let's just twist and get the other hand by putting it in here, and let's hold this like ridiculous looking like sword hatchet deal going on right here. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? Let's bend his arm right here. Let's see how that looks. And let's get that going. That looks super awesome. Look at that. Alright, cool. So let's see if we can get him stand up like that. And maybe we want to switch the heads back out. But either way, let's put him right over here. That looks outstanding. Look at that. I'm going to zoom in right there. How great that looks. And you know what? I'm not going to wait. I'm going to get out here. Look how outstanding this looks. So great. Alright, guys. Let's move on to our next one. Next. Okay, and next we have... Oop, wrong one. Where's our Black Panther? Sorry, guys. Alright, next we have Black Panther. Look how amazing this looks. This looks so great. Comes with T'Challa's head, and then of course our Build-A-Figure Okoye's head. That looks awesome. We have this as an accessory and these two as accessories, so we can switch out the hands. That looks awesome. Look at the great art, beautiful art on this box. And let's read the back. Look how great this looks, doesn't it? Alright, so it says, a warrior and defender of Wakanda, T'Challa is the hero of legend, Black Panther. Yes! And man, does this look amazing. Look at the great detail on that mask that's going to happen. Alright, so let's get it open. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at Black Panther here. Doesn't that look awesome? Looks incredible, actually. Let me take a quick picture of that. Awesome. Alright, so check out this amazing Black Panther suit. Let's take a look at our Build-A-Figure first. Wow, okay, it's tight in here. Zoom in. And man, does this head look realistic. Looks like we have a little tiny blemish right here. That's okay, I'm sure we could actually rub that one out of there. But look how it looks just like her. Look at this great tattoo detail. Look at that ear. Doesn't it look like they just shrunk her head? Looks incredible. Set that aside. And you know what? Let's look at T'Challa's head. You know, it may not look exactly like him, I'll say that. This one looks a little bit different. I don't know about that exact widow's peak, but otherwise it looks fairly good. It doesn't look like an exact replica match to me, but it definitely looks really good. I'll say that much. So we'll set that aside. Let's get him on out of here. And then there's the two fists. I don't know if we necessarily need the fists. You know how, if you've been watching our channel for a while, you know how I feel about having two fists on a character at the same time. Doesn't typically look that great. Maybe one, maybe we could switch it out, but I don't know about with Black Panther. So, wow, look at this helmet. Such beautiful, gorgeous detail. Look at that. Doesn't that look awesome? Alright, so it looks like the head tilts slightly and moves side to side, moves super far back. Look at that. And super far forward. Look at that. Doesn't that look incredible? Love it. Alright. And then of course look at this great detail right here on the necklace, to where all the like nanobots come out, right? And we got great ab crunching right here, and it's nice and tight. And so it's not wiggling. I'm shaking it, but it's not. It's nice and stiff. Alright, moves at the waist. This figure is very well constructed. And look, we got this right here. We got this this butterfly joint right here. That looks awesome. Of course, that makes for great mobility. Let's see. His elbow actually does feel nice and strong. So, yeah, that feels super amazing. And let's bring this up right here. So he can exclaim Wakanda forever. Look at that. Doesn't that look awesome? Let's put his head down. Boom. How does that look? Taking a quick picture because that looks amazing to me. Look at the detail on his suit. Look at the texture. This is a great figure. Hasbro did a great job with this one. Alright, let's take a look right here. So it moves high here on the thigh. His legs have great mobility. Got the double jointed knee and it's nice and tight and stiff. That's awesome. Let's see, the joints on the ankles are awesome. They rotate nice and good. Really digging that. So, yeah. This figure is outstanding. Great job, great job, great job. Love everything about it. Look at the details on the legs, on the feet. What are those, right? This joint is slightly loose. I will say that. Everything else is so well done, but this joint, this top one, is loose. In any event, I'm sure we'll still get great posability, great stance, and let's see what that looks like. Yes, that looks great. So, but you know what? Let's have him something like that, right? Right, awesome. This looks so great, guys. Let me know what you think. Let's bring this arm just a little bit higher. Let's bring this down, and let's get this really awesome picture here. Awesome. All right, so let's put him back over here. Hope I can get him to stand on his own. Okay, that looks great, doesn't it? Awesome. So, let's move on to our next figure. Okay, and we have the original Eric Killmonger from when this series first came out. It looks similar to the one we already opened, but not the same. And this one does have that, like, I can't remember, it's like jaguar or leopard print type right there on his suit. Love the way that looks, and of course it comes with Okoye's leg. But it's not tremendously different. It's probably the exact same body as the one we just opened over here, but the paint on it is definitely different. And because this one does not come with an extra head, and we'll probably put the head back on that one, the one without the mask. Alright, look at this beautiful packaging, and let's take a look at what it says back here. On the back it says, a warrior of physical and mental strength, Eric Killmonger slashes into battle with unrivaled intensity. Yes, he does. He was pretty awesome, right? Oh, I can't get it to stay zoomed all the way out. Alright, there we go. Let's pull this bad boy on out of her and see what we got. Okay, so you'll notice, obviously, there's a lot of things that are very similar to this one that we already opened. Very, very, very slight differences are the brown on this weapon here and here, and that's pretty much it, other than the paint on the actual figure. So let's get this out. Here's Okoye's leg. Nothing crazy or special at this moment. We'll set that aside. Alright, let's get our Killmonger on out of here. Because these parts are very similar, I guess I'll just probably leave these hands in here. Looks like they have one of each. And we'll still get these weapons out, right? So this one's slightly different because of the brown. So only slightly different. And then of course this looks almost identical. Super cool looking weapon though. And got butterfly joint. You know, there's not a whole lot different. Let's see, looks like his shoulder joint is a bit stiff. Let's see if I can get it to move without breaking that bad boy. Ugh, I don't want it to crack off. Oh, it moved a little bit there. There we go. There we go. Maybe it was just stiff. But you definitely want to support it. Push it. Look, see? Push it on the shoulder, not on the bicep. This will, or the side of the arm, it'll crack the arm off. These are still fragile. So let me see. Same thing here. Support it by putting your weight here where the joint goes in. You know, they can be kind of like plumbing You can't just turn apart. You have to hold the other back of it so it doesn't accidentally loosen something else. Let's take a close look at this face. Looks pretty mean, doesn't it? It's pretty awesome. Of course, we have the writing here. Look at this necklace here. And then there, you couldn't see it at first glance, but now you can see that animal pattern. Doesn't that look awesome? That was there in the suit in the movie. You just couldn't always see it because of the lighting. We got great ab crunching here. Even clicks. So that's awesome. Look how great that looks. Let's see. The joints for the elbows, they're still pretty good. They're a little bit looser than I would like, but they are still pretty good. Great joints at the wrist. It's a little loose right here on the bicep. Look at that. Moves a little too readily. This one's stiffer, so it's probably just happens to be that way. And then you got this wonderful butterfly joint right here that allows us to bring the arms so much further in. Look at that. You can actually do a little bit of a dab, right? Third. Alright, but he looks so great. Do we even need this weapon here? I don't necessarily think so. Look at that. Looks so awesome. Turn this to the side-ish right here. And let's take a look at this. Look at these. The whole like outfit. I guess they're not really shoes since it's all one big piece that comes out. Let's see if we can get a really cool looking pose. One that's a lot more dynamic than that first one. Man, that looks great already. Let's see, but let me get some lighting behind it. There we go. Cool. And actually, you know what? Let's not even use that. Let's not even use that. Let's just get the other hand. Let's put this one in here, even though it doesn't go there. And all we gotta do is pop this bad boy right in here. How's that? You like the way that looks? I do. And let's bring it just a little bit closer. There we go, so we can get a really awesome picture. That looks outstanding. Alright, let's see if we can just... Speaking of outstanding, let's see if we can get him to stand. Yes, we sure can. We'll put him right over here. That's incredible. And you know what? Let's take a moment to switch the heads off this. Well, I guess let's compare them real quick. I'm sure you want to see that. Look. Let's zoom in. We'll bring this down. So it's basically the same mold, everything. Just the paint is different. And definitely this one looks more like the movie, but of course this one's really bold and stands out. So let's put him back over here. And let's switch the heads on this one. Oh, it's nice and tight. You heard that? And this one, of course, is an amazing head. They did a great job with the sculpt. So let's put that back on, and boom! Look at that. I think that looks incredible. And I may not need him crouching so much. There we go. That looks outstanding. Let's see. Let's bring this just a little bit down like that. That looks awesome. Alright, cool. So let's bring them right over here. I think that looks great. Doesn't that look awesome? Alright guys, so let's move on to our next one. Okay, and next is Nakia. And she looks so lifelike. Look at that. Great accessory weapons here. Great outfit. And then of course we have Okoye's like torso and chest and the whole midsection actually. So great looking package. Great art. And let's take a look at the back here. Look at this awesome pose here. So let's see what it says. It says, A member of the Dora Milaje, Nakia protects the reigning Black Panther with strength and poise. Boy, does she. And let's get this open. Can't wait any longer. Let's also build our figure as soon as we can. Wow, and I didn't see this. Look at this super long spear, and I'm assuming this belongs to Okoye, right? And I believe... Okay, yeah, of course it does. Boom! So let's get that part on out of here. Let's take a quick look at how it looks. It's gonna move right here underneath the ribcage. Wow, it's got great mobility. I'll definitely say that. Cool. Alright, set that aside. Let's get this huge long spear here. This looks incredible. Now let's get Nakia out. They did a great job with her. She's got kind of a traditional Marvel Legends female build. She's got the single joint right here, the elbow. The only bad part is it doesn't come in usually more than 90 degrees. That's slightly more than 90 degrees, but you know, obviously it's not going to come in, doesn't have an extra butterfly joint or whatever. So it comes in that much, but look at this ridiculous detail on the head. Doesn't that look extremely lifelike? If I can get it to focus right on. Wow, look at that. It looks incredible. Okay, the head goes, you know, decent mobility and movement. Definitely goes all the way around, and couldn't ask for any more than that. Looks great. Look at her detail on her outfit. Moves right here under the rib cage, much like the one you just saw. Look at that. Yeah, that looks great. We can get some really good posing. The wrist goes back and forth with ease, and still has pose as well. Got this great armor. This arm comes in not as much as the other one, but still comes in. And then of course the legs, they turn here. They got good mobility. Double joint at the knee, and it feels pretty strong. Same thing with the ankles. They move around. That feels pretty good. Okay, awesome. And what's this symbol right here? Look at this. This, I guess, is a Black Panther. Looks cool. Alright, let's give her weapons here. These are cool. I hate it when Marvel Legends that we, you know, of course the ones we get when they don't come with any accessories. Obviously this one does. And see, the hand looks like it could be a little more fragile, so we got to kind of slide this on in. I don't know if we need to slide it in from the bottom or from the top. Let's slide it in from this side then, because it didn't go in very well. There we go. And then be mindful of that thumb. Okay, that's cool. Same thing here. Be mindful of this thumb. Look at that. So let's slide it in from the bottom, and then twist it out. There you go. Bring the thumb back in. That looks absolutely great. Okay, let's get a picture here. That looks awesome. Let's see if we can get her to stand up with this outstanding pose here. Very dynamic. And I guess it's as far forward as we can get the foot. There we go. Bring this back a little bit. And I think that looks great. Let's just see if we can move her chest a little further back out so we can get a great pose. Look how awesome that looks. It looks great. Alright, let's see if we can set her up right here. Looks awesome. So awesome. We might have to move people to the side because we're going to run out of space. So let's move Killmonger here a little bit. Let's move Black Panther here a little bit. Let's move our other Killmonger here a little bit. Let's move Nakia this way. Now we can have some space for a few more characters, right? Because that looks incredible. Yeah, buddy. Alright, 2 more characters and then our Build-A-Figure. So next is someone that's not in, well, I guess the last 2 before our Build-A-Figure were not in the movie. These are, of course, legacy Marvel comic book characters, and you know, that's what Marvel Legends does. They do a lot for the movie, and then a few, like 2 or 3, that end up coming out that are legacy to kind of introduce these characters or to honor the ones that really like the comic books and so on. And you know, it's pretty cool. So this one has Marvel's Black Bolt. He looks pretty cool, actually. I love the fact that we get 2 heads. I wish we had more accessories than just the head, but anyway, we definitely need him to complete our Okuye. So look how great this looks on the back here, and let's see what it says. It says supercharged powers and a quasi-sonic scream. Let Black Bolt destroy enemies with a single utterance. Yep, definitely has that powerful voice, in case you're not real familiar with Black Bolt. And this is from the Inhumans. So let's get this bad boy open. Can't wait any longer. Take a look, and then there's his symbol over here. Alright, let's take a look. Let's get our Okuye other leg out. That looks super cool, doesn't it? Look at that. And let's see this other head. I don't know which one I like better right off the bat. This one looks pretty cool. Of course, you don't see any ears, but it definitely looks really cool. Alright, maybe we'll have that Sonic Screaming head stay on there, because I think it does look better than this one. Alright, let's take a look. We got a good ab crunch here. You know, we got some decent mobility here. Actually, it poses really well. Let's take a look at this head. Wow, he's been eating like a, I don't know, a blow pop or something. His mouth is eating a raspa. Got this cool little energy bubbles coming off over here, right? That looks really cool. It's probably screaming away. That'd be cool if we had like some sort of like mouth projection thing coming out. And you know, these little wing things are attached to the back of his arms. They do come off, I believe. No, they don't actually. I'm sorry, I thought they were ones you insert. They are not. And then he has this. So it looks like that's just to put on a stand. I was looking to see if I had a stand right off the bat somewhere. I think I do. Let me see. This is from the... no, I'm sorry. This is... I do. There I am. So, from the Toy Biz Marvel Legends, some of them used to come with this. And this one has where you would just poke this right here in the back. Look how simple that was. And then you could pose them for like if they're flying or whatever. So that was really cool way back in the day. And to show you like that's what it would look like. And it doesn't look like he has any other reason to have that hole other than that. But yeah, doesn't that look super cool? Because you can have scenes where they're like flying or levitating or floating, whatever the case may be. And then you can of course, you know, position it, and then it has a little screw right here. But the new ones don't come with it. And it becomes kind of invisible when you look at it here. So that looks really cool. But alright, let me take that out. And I want to have him like really letting loose. So of course he's got pretty standard joints and movements. He does move well. He does pose really well. Head moves really far down and really far back. That's awesome. And let me see. We got double joints at the elbows, but because of this cuff, it doesn't come very far in. I will say that much. And you know, it's just basically a solid blue all the way across with a little bit of silver. So he's not extremely special either with how he looks, but he does have these glove cuffs. Moves here and has standard like good old-fashioned comic book type outfit. Nothing extremely special though, so I'll say that. It's not my favorite figure in the set, but not terrible. So looks really cool. Let's take a quick picture of him. Let's move this out of the way. There we go. And let's see if we can set him up right on over here. There we go. That'll work. Probably a little too close, but let's see. There we go. That looks cool. Alright. And so next, and I said next, but really this is the last one in the whole set before we build our figure, is Submariner. Doesn't that look cool? I love the fact that he's got two heads. Look, he's got a weapon. He's got two hands that you can switch out. Cool. Digging that. And then we have the arms of Okuye, of course. So the package looks great. And we got his symbol right here. And look, it looks pretty cool here. I don't know which one I like better, the one with the beard or the one without the beard. I think I'm liking the one with the beard more because this one just looks like Spock. Alright, let's see what it looks back here. We got this like scaled Speedo. I don't know if I'm digging that, but it definitely looks like the comic book. And let's zoom in. We don't have much to say on this one, except with incredible strength and swimming speed, Submariner is a powerful force on land and sea. Alright, well, let's get him on out. Without further ado, get on out here. See what we got. Wow, look at this huge weapon. Boom. Flexible. And let's get our Okoye arms out. Let's do a quick little look at that. Single joint, come up to about here. Alright, we'll set those aside. Let's take our Submariner out. Okay, well, let me show you this other head. Oops. Oh no! Heads are gonna roll for that. Literally, because it rolled. Alright. So let's take a quick look. He's got the Spock ears, Spock eyebrows. Looks like Spock. But it's not. He's got kind of a Wolverine hairdo going on. Compared to this one, I think I'm digging this one more, right? So, yeah, the hairdo, everything is definitely looks better. So I'm gonna put this one back for now, so I don't lose it. And of course, are these really cool hands. Let's take a look at these. I'm really digging these. Look at that. Wow, that looks really cool. I'm digging those. And the fact that he's got, of course, these hands that can hold this, that's super awesome. Let's take a closer look. Man, they made him super like Bruce Lee buff. Okay, head moves, pretty good mobility. I'm digging the head sculpt. The hairstyle is ridiculous. I'm really liking that. That looks awesome. Big manly beard, nice and stiff joints, arms move around. He's veining out here. Got the double joints on the elbows. Let's see if we can move it. Yeah, he's got great mobility on his arms. This arm's a little bit looser than that one. That happens from time to time, right? Great ab crunch, even clicks. Movement at the waist. Got the shimmery Speedo and a belt so it doesn't come down, I guess. And a little shell. Man, he's definitely got muscular sculpt. He's got like these Hermes wings on his ankles. Moves here. And got great mobility here on the ankles. Great feet sculpt. They look strong. The double joints on the legs. Everything has great mobility, great articulation, and it's nice and stiff movement. So I'm digging that. Alright, so, oh no, look, this got really loose just pulling it down. That's unfortunate. Well, we know that happens. Alright, so how do we want this to work out? How do we want him to hold his weapon? I guess we'll just have him like holding it like this, and look, this is, his hand's gonna be kind of stiff. Let's bring this right in here. There we go. It's a little tighter fit than I imagined. So we can bring that there. Let's have him stand up. Let's look this way. And let's have him stand more like more of a royal regal pose. Let's bring this down, more like he's leaning on it, right? And that looks outstanding. Look at that. Alright, let's take a picture here. Let's move these hands out of the way. Oops. Still there. That looks outstanding. So, let's just have him looking super cool and set him up right on over here. What do you say? That looks outstanding. I love the way that looks. Alright. Okay, friends, in the moment most of you have been waiting for, we have our Build-A-Figure. I know it's the part I've been waiting for. It's my favorite part. It's fun. Alright, let's see. Make sure we got the arms and the legs on the correct sides. And, oops. Alright, oh no. Let me look at the feet, because this is turned the wrong way. So I'm like, make sure I don't put the foot on the wrong leg. Okay, so it's curving that way, so I was like, oh, that leg, but no, it's just because I guess it's been under pressure the wrong way. So, alright, it's going to go this way, this like this, and then we have a spear. This looks awesome. And let's start building it. Alright, let's get her right here. So, oh, why didn't that go in right away? Okay, cool. We got some great mobility already with the head. Look how far down the head goes and how far back the head goes. That looks great. Alright, cool. Alright, let's pop this arm right on in. Get in there. And always support the arms and legs as you pop them in. There you go. And push it in at the shoulder, not back here somewhere. Okay? Push it in here. It's actually a little bit tougher to get in there than I thought. Okay, so I'm going to angle it and push it there from the shoulder. But I can't get it to pop in for some reason. It's just really tight. There, let's do a little bit of twisting. And it'll make its way in there. There we are. Cool. Alright, so this looks great already. And let's see what else we got. Let's pop these legs on. Boom. There we go. Let's do a little bit of twisting. It's kind of hard to get in here because of this right here. So let's move this back a little bit. And then this keeps turning on me. So let's take a look. See if we can't get that too. This is actually not easily going on. So just warning you there. There. Kind of just worked it on in. And look, the legs kind of out like that. So we're probably going to have the same challenge here. So just be mindful. You definitely don't want to break this figure because the joints in the arms and legs are not big and thick and beefy. There we go. So there we go. Okay, awesome. Let's take a look. Let's come back over here. And as I showed you before, we got great mobility and articulation on the head. We got some fairly good on the arms. This is a pretty standard, you know, female body for Marvel Legends. Of course, she's got tremendous mobility here underneath the rib cage, so that's cool. Excellent detailing on the body. This cool outfit right here. The knees are a little bit weaker than I would have hoped. We do have double joints here, and it does not turn here like you've seen a lot of figures. This one, the knee on this one is weak side to side. Look at that. So otherwise, really cool. And let's see, do we want both of our hands to hold this spear? So doesn't come with any additional accessories. It would have been nice for, I don't know, maybe just a different head. But otherwise, definitely an awesome looking figure. Definitely. Let's put this through there. Tell me that doesn't look awesome. Let's bring this further this way. Let's bring this more down and up. And let's bring this body like that. Doesn't that look awesome? Let's get her like this. Here we go, so we can get a really cool picture. Let's move the head this way slightly. Yeah, that looks great. Alright, so let's get her to stand up and then we'll move on from there. Alright, so I guess, well, as far as where we can put her, let's bring Submariner slightly that way, Black Bolt slightly that way, Nakia slightly that way. Everyone else just kind of shifts down, right? So we can get everybody up in here, up in here. So otherwise, yeah, that looks great. It's a tight fit, but it's great. So guys, what do you think? Isn't this awesome? I want to thank you for hanging out with us here today. Look how great this looks. There's our Build-A-Figure right here, Okoye. She looks awesome. Looks outstanding. Our 2-pack here of Agent Ross and Eric Killmonger with a special paint job on there from the 2-pack. Here is our outstanding T'Challa. This is a Marvel Legend figure you definitely need to get. Here is our standard Eric Killmonger with the awesome, the animal print on his outfit. Here's Nakia. She looks outstanding. That head looks just like her. And of course, here's Black Bolt from Legacy Marvel Comics, and Submariner with the beard head. Looks so outstanding. Well guys, thank you so much. If you haven't subscribed to our channel already, please subscribe below. I want to thank you so much for helping us get to wow, I almost pronounced it, to get into 13,000 subscribers and still growing, right? And all for you guys. So we love you tons. Can't wait to see you next time on Benson Gigi's Super Channel G. Hey friends, welcome back to Vincent Gigi's Super Channel G. Look how incredible these action figures look. Don't they look amazing? Guys, I can't wait to show you how great this unboxing was, how fun it was, posing these figures, getting them added to our collection. This is an amazing set you're not going to want to miss, and you're going to want to pick up if you have the chance to. So guys, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please follow us by clicking on the subscribe button below. Hit the bell next to it so you can get notified every time we have a new video come out. Guys, give us a big thumbs up and let us know, talk to us in the comments below. Let us know where you're watching from, what you think of these figures, if you have some of these already, which ones you're thinking about getting. And so, yeah, I can't wait to hear from you. Let's talk. So guys, why don't we go ahead and get started right now.
It's so nice to meet you, Gigi.
Super Channel G.
Vincent Gigi from Super Channel G. I will see you on the TV.
Super Channel G!
Alright friends, welcome back to Vincent Gigi's Super Channel G. You have no idea, let me adjust my camera here. I'm so excited to bring you the second wave of Black Panther action figures. Now let me tell you, they're incredible. Look at this. This is, right here, this is the Baku Build-A-Figure set. He looks incredible here. And we have Black Panther, Killmonger, Ulysses Claw, Black Panther. Obviously this is the charged up suit, and this is just a normal suit. This is T'Chaka, his dad, and we have the Dora Milaje here. So the soldiers of the royal court, right? That's really awesome. Now, this is different than the ones we've just done recently because the most recent Marvel Legends sets have had 6 figures with a Build-A-Figure piece, and then a 7th usually that does not have a Build-A-Figure piece. And if you'll notice who's missing here, I'm excited because we finally got him, and him. We needed Baku, we needed this tactical Killmonger, we needed Ulysses Claw, but we still do not have a Marvel Legend of Shuri. That's a bit ridiculous if you ask me, because she was one of the coolest characters in the whole movie. Anyway, so we're gonna move on. I do want to show you what this looks like. Take a look here. This is great for, again, Black Panther, the charged suit, Killmonger, Ulysses Claw, Black Panther again, T'Chaka, and the Dora Milaje. Looks awesome. Take a look at the backs. Obviously we're gonna go more in depth with how these look, but my goodness, do these look so great. So let's move on right here. Let's take a closer look. Now, first of all, the packages look outstanding. If you'll notice this, obviously, look at this great artwork. Before we go to the back, I just want to tell you real quick, the back is different with the last few Marvel Legends sets that have come out, where they've shown like an actual pose versus like a pose of the action figure. See? But in any event, there's still gorgeous packaging, right? Gorgeous packaging from Hasbro. So first up here, and if you'll notice, this one does not say Black Panther. So that's kind of interesting. This one says Avengers Infinity War, because there was no actual Black Panther Infinity War figure. And so does the very last one in this set, right? Look at that. So that's notable. It doesn't really blow our minds or anything, but obviously these would technically still fit with the Avengers Infinity War sets, because that's how this one's packaged, except with the Build-A-Figure Baku. Look at that great Avengers logo on the top as opposed to the Black Panther logo. So let's dive right on in to T'Challa here. And so I really like this one because he's got this charged up suit. We have a head that we can swap out for him without the mask, and we have M'Baku's right arm. We do have some switchable hands, so that helps. At least we have these for accessories. Not like, we're gonna have to get there in a moment, but in a moment we'll get to this Black Panther, which is basically a reissue of the exact same Civil War Black Panther, except this one's posed, and all he has is a switchable head that's kind of like smirking, and doesn't really look like T'Challa that much. But we'll take a look at that when we get there. So first off, it's Avengers Infinity War Black Panther with a charged suit. First of all, he looks great. Let's take a look at what this says back here for his rider. Look at this absolutely gorgeous action pose right there. So, let's take a closer look. Let's see what it says. It says, with the safety of Earth threatened by the powerful Titan, Thanos, Black Panther joins the forces with the Avengers to protect the world from certain destruction. Absolutely. Look how great this looks. So awesome. Let's get him open. Let's take a look at how great he looks. And these just came out. So if you're looking for these will be out for a little while. So let's set the box aside. And man, first impressions are, it looks great. I love the way that purple looks, right? So let's get him on out of there. First, let's take a look at this Baku right arm, right? This dude was absolutely a beast. So we do have double joints there, and we'll take a closer look. So that's great. Set this aside, and let's take a look at our T'Challa. Let's bust his action figure on out of here. And right off the bat, you'll notice he's got a great mask here. He's got, I like the paint job. He's got right here where the nanobots store, right? A little bit of chipped paint right there, but that's okay. He's got this extra butterfly joint here, which means you can actually, like we've talked about in the past, pose him with that Black Panther arms crossed with the claws, right? Doesn't that look awesome? Look at that. Let's get this out of the way and let's take a look at that. Look. It was absolutely sick. We can pick the head up and do the same thing. Look at that. So, it allows us to bring the arms further in and further out than they would normally. Look at that. So, this is one of my favorite things to have in an action figure, is to make his movements more realistic. So it looks absolutely great. So of course we got great movement here on the shoulders. We have movement over here above the bicep. We do have double jointed elbows, so that's great. So we can bring that up close. The wrists move beautifully. The fingers are softer than you would anticipate. Look at that. So that'll absolutely keep them from breaking, at least, right? Look at this absolutely gorgeous claws and face and look right here. That looks so awesome. So let's try to get a picture in right here. Let's bring this arm just a little bit higher. Look at that. Looks outstanding. Okay, so let's take a look. We ab crunch. Awesome. Look how far back and forward he goes. Man, really far back and forward. That's awesome. And it still holds up well enough. It's a little loose, but since it clicks, it at least holds that in place. So that's good. We have good tight hip joints right here. Good, look at that. That's awesome. We got great mobility here that turns on the high part of the hip. Great knee joints. This is a figure made with love. At least I'll say that. He does not move on the high part of the shin, even though it almost looked like it for a second. And then let's see. The ankle moves great. Back and forth, side to side. And look at the suit detail. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Compare that to the standard figure from from Civil War, right? Similar, but not the same. So looks great. Love the way this guy looks. Great mobility. And let's see. Actually, his head goes as far back as we would like it to go. So this is outstanding. Really far down, and then goes forward and back like that. Turns. This is just great, great, great action figure. Look at the muscles that were defined on his back. You definitely got to have this guy on in your collection. So let's see if we can't get a really exciting action pose. Well, let's take a look at the head that you can swap out right here. So looks all right. Looks pretty good. Looks like we have a scratch for some reason, or some little artifact across his eye. So I'm sure we can probably get that off if we buff it out a little bit. Not sure why I got that, but you know, this head looks all right. Pretty good head sculpt. Not amazing, but good. Good beard. I like that. And then we have this here that we can swap out. Let's see if he has claws. No, not painted claws. If he does, you can't see him. So put those back. I'd love to stay with the open animal claws, and let's see if I can pose this guy right here. Alright, so I'll say, here we go. This is pretty outstanding right here. Good enough for me. I think it looks amazing. Let's bring him in a little bit tighter right here. Look at this. Let's bring the arm maybe a little further out. Oop, nah, let's have it a little out like that. Let me tell you, he looks absolutely outstanding. Look at that. He looks great. Yeah, buddy. So let's set him up right on over here. And I think he looks absolutely outstanding. Maybe let's turn him in just a little bit more. Look at that. Yes! Alright, and let's fix our camera just a little bit again. Sorry, I keep messing with it. But yeah, let's move on. Let's see who we got next. Yeah, next we have Eric Killmonger. And man, this is a amazing looking action figure. Look how great he looks. The head sculpt, the mask, the gun, that tactical gun. We have M'Baku's head with his staff here. Just looks absolutely gorgeous. Look at this great artwork. It's not the same picture on the back, which is what we've experienced with the recent Marvel Legends releases. Beautiful packaging. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? It just looks so outstanding. Alright, let's take a look at what the back says here. This says, seeking vengeance for his father's exile from Wakanda, Eric Killmonger returns to challenge T'Challa for the right to the Wakanda throne. Absolutely gorgeous package and absolutely great villain, or should I say antagonist, right? And yeah, absolutely. In his mind, he's a hero. And look how great, just amazing this action figure looks. Let's pull this M'Baku head out. And let me see. I hope this little, oops, sorry. I hope this little slice didn't happen right now when we were pulling them out. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. Oh my gosh. I guess we're just too close. There we are. But nonetheless, this action figure head looks amazing. Ooh, T'Challa fell back there. But great detail. Love the way they did this head sculpt. Looks outstanding. So we'll set that aside. And then we have, of course, his staff right here. His club, whatever you want to call it. Looks amazing. Oof. And let's set him aside. Let's fix my T'Challa back here. If he's not going to stand up, whatever. Okay, so let's get our Eric Killmonger on out of here. There we are. Zoom out a bit. And I can't wait to take a closer look at this guy. He looks absolutely sick. Oof. Let's see if we can with the wrist, because it's a little tight right here. Definitely don't want it to crack off. And it's not moving. Why did I want to move the wrist, first of all? Right away, because it was in an awkward-ish position. Look at this one. Looks like it's already popping off. Let's try to push that further back in there. There we go. This one we were able to move. You know, okay, it's nice and tight, obviously. Let's see if we can move this one without breaking it, because it looks like not doing too good, my friends. Let's go forward instead. Still not. Ugh! Alright, so for now I'm going to leave it, as long as I got it pushed in there. Man, the watch is loose. That's what we've seen a lot of with our Marvel Legends action figures. The accessories are loose versus put on there. You could have at least glued it. I guess I have to glue it myself. But nonetheless, this action figure looks outstanding. Let's take a look at this head sculpt first of all. Looks like I have a little bit more plastic that I'm going to have to like kind of file out of there. We're not going to do it today, but we'll end up filing that out of there in case you're wondering how we can get that out. This beautiful hair. Awesome the way they did that sculpt right there, right? Great face sculpt there. Look at this gorgeous suit. Man, a lot of love went into this tactical Killmonger. A lot of love. Look at that. This is another must-have action figure. Look at this. They did not cut corners on him. Did an amazing job. Look at the camo pants. Look at the boots. absolutely gorgeous. This does not come out, but oh, look, the belt does come off. Do you want the belt to come off? No, but it's cool because you might be able to put this on a different action figure if you wanted to. You know, obviously make your own modifications. But let's put this belt back on. There's a little like clip right there. There we are. So let's see what sort of mobility we have. We have tight clicking shoulders. That's awesome. They move really well in and out. Look at that. Awesome. We have double jointed elbows. Let me zoom out just a little bit so it's not so tight in here. Cool. We have great moving forearms and wrists. This one's a little tight, but obviously we have a great looking watch right there. Great sleeves. Great pants. The hips are nice and tight. Awesome. Man, this is a heavy duty. Look at that. Knee joint. Extra heavy duty. So that's good. So that's not going to be wearing out anytime soon. Great mobility there. Let's see. There's no movement here on the lower part of the leg, but the boot has some pretty darn good mobility. Not amazing forward, but it moves well backward, and it definitely pivots well. So great job there. Let's give him his weapons here. All right. And let's see if this mask goes on. Let's take a look at this mask. Alright, so look how amazing this mask looks. It looks like it might just pop on after all. There we are, look at that. Marvel 2018 Hasbro. So, great looking mask, look at that. Great looking detail. Looks pretty good. Obviously the color scheme isn't perfect, but it looks really good nonetheless. And it looks like we could probably just pop it on there. Look at that. Probably have to lean his head a little bit back because it doesn't like just pop on. Wow, it actually fits a lot better than I thought. It didn't just fly off. But it looks cool. I actually think he looks better without the mask. And let's give him his tactical weapons, right? Let's see. Let's put this one in here. Put his finger on the trigger. Look at that. And let's give him this gun right here. Oops, looks like I knocked the belt off on accident. And let's just get that all up in there. Let's see if we can get his finger to go right there in the... Okay, okay, can we make sure? Yes, it does go in there. Alright, let's pull the finger out this way. And for some reason it's not going in there. So we're gonna help it out a little bit. Now, I don't recommend using a knife. I already poked myself right now. But nonetheless, there we are. And move this wrist. I'm just gonna allow, there we go, soft pressure while pushing in. That looks great. And yeah, let's get this back on. Pop that right there in that slot. And let's get him with a really good action pose. He probably doesn't need to be super dynamic. He just needs to stand really strong like that. Doesn't even need to do anything super crazy. Let's just make sure we got him like his feet firmly planted on the ground in a strong stance. Let's take a look at that. Tell me that doesn't look amazing as it is right there without doing anything like super outrageous. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. Great, look at that. Yeah! So I'm extremely satisfied with that. Let's zoom out. Let's move over here back by T'Challa. Right? Look at that. And we have one with this ridiculously amazing dynamic pose. We're going to go ahead and put this back in the box so we don't lose it. And we're going to move on to our next figure. So next we have Ulysses Claw. And look at the spelling, okay? Looks incredible. I absolutely love this actor. He did just amazing as Claw. And you know what? The way they kind of changed him around from the comic book character, I was never a real big fan of the cheesy red suit Claw character. But man, has our friend here done an amazing job with this character. We're used to so much motion capture, right? As he was, you know, in Planet of the Apes. as Caesar and as Smeagol, right? And Lord of the Rings, but yeah, Gollum, and so many more, King Kong, so on and so forth. But he did an amazing job as Ulysses Claw, and unfortunately had to get, you know, offed at the end, right? But nonetheless, I really like what they did with this character. Like, he's got two different hands, and we'll take a look at that right now. So, see what the back says over here. It says, Ulysses Claw, an arms dealer obsessed with vibranium. Ulysses Claw infiltrates the secret nation of Wakanda to steal the sacred metal and sell it for a hefty profit. Yeah, buddy. Man, he looks great. So let's get this bad boy on out of here. Let's take a look at our Baku Build-A-Figure piece, which is his body. Look at that, upper and lower body without any of the extremities. This is this great outfit right here, right? From his tribe over there in the Wakanda, right? The Jabari. Feel the wrath of the Jabari. Looks great. Set that aside, and let's take a look at our good buddy here, Claw. Come on. Let's get him right on out. Wow, look at that. Oh, goodness. Look at that. Now it's curved because it was in the plastic, otherwise it wouldn't be curved. But there we are. I wonder if this moves anymore. No, it doesn't. So, look at this great head sculpt. Right, and he's got all sorts of scars and blood. Look at that. Looks awesome. He's got his little vest here. His collar is a little loosened with his tie loosened, and look at his great. Oh, this wrist goes sideways and around. His tattoos right here, his ring. Yep. Look at that. See if we don't have a neck tattoo. Yep. He's got like these suit pants going on. So let's see. We got great mobility. Turning right here. Look at this. We do not have amazing mobility in the arms, as it barely comes close to a 90-degree angle, because right here, because of the sleeve. Same thing here. Looks like we can only move that much further. Obviously, because of the arm, we're going to be okay with it as long as we can shoot it. Look at that. So I'm cool with that. Let's see. Anything else we need to look at here? So that doesn't open up just slightly a little bit more, but that's all right. Let's see. We got movement at the waist, sideways, but no crunching, ab crunching. Let's see. We got some tight knee joints, so that's good. It moves in the upper part of the thigh, so that's good. And then we have these almost like the suit pants that we've seen with other figures like Nick Fury and Iron Man, right? Tony Stark. The shoes move good, these dress shoes. And I'm really digging this figure. He looks so great. Let's see. Head mobility. Doesn't go very far back because it's restrained right there. Moves decent amount down, so it's got decent articulation there. Let's take a look at this other arm and this gun. Let's see what we got here. So first of all, the gun looks cool, right? Look at that. And then let's take a look at this arm. So it has nothing special, except these lines obviously where it would open up, but obviously, so you don't have to have this all the time, you can replace it with that one. So it's really cool. We'll go ahead and leave that arm on, and let's get a really great action pose then. Okay, let me put the rest of these away so I don't lose it, and let's go ahead and put the gun right here in his hand. And once again, because we have the trigger finger out, let's see if we can put that right on in there, or at least around there. Look at that. That'll work. And let's turn this so he can be firing it off, right? Too bad it's a little bendy, but there we go. Nice. Let's give him kind of a wider stance, and let me set him up good. Okay, so here we go. And so Andy Serkis, that's his name. He looks amazing. Now I think they could have given him slightly bigger legs instead of just popping on the standard suit legs, because you know, Andy Serkis is he's a hefty guy and not fat at all. He's just, you know, he's built like a truck. And you see, you know, he's a little bit muscular, and because of that, I think we could have given him, you know, slightly more muscular legs so it could offset the way his trunk looks in this vest. But nonetheless, this action figure looks outstanding. I will give it an outstanding rating. Let's see if we can get him to stand up right on over here. Oops. Without leaning against our backdrop. And it's, there we go. Not working, but it worked now. Look at that. Yes! I'm digging that we have him kind of like bracing for the impact of that shot. Look at that. Yeah, let's move on. Doesn't that look so great? Okay, let's move on to our next action figure. Let's straighten this out. So next we have Black Panther. This is the one that's marked for the movie. He does not have the charged suit. He has the standard suit. As I mentioned before, it looks like just redoing this same one from Civil War. So let's get him on out of there. Not sure how I feel about that smirky face, but let's take a look. You know, gorgeous packaging, of course. Gorgeous Black Panther packaging. Look at that. Let's take a look at what it says back here. Great action pose there. He looks very, like, man, scary almost, because he looks like he's really on a mission. So it says, Black Panther. After the death of his father T'Chaka, T'Challa must assume the Black Panther mantle as the next king of Wakanda. Yeah, buddy. Look at those claws. Can't say that enough. No, this is a great character. Let's get him on out of here. So obviously, if you don't have him from Civil War, this is a great action figure for you to get. But since we do, it's a little disappointing to have the same figure twice, basically. They could have put different accessories in here, maybe different hands, you know, something. But nonetheless, here we are. Let's take a look at Baku's other arm. You know, it's basically a mirror image of the other one. Almost. Look at that. So, set that aside. Both hands open. Let's take a look at T'Challa. I'm not super impressed with this head sculpt. Looks a little funky. Now, it does resemble him, but it doesn't look amazing, I would say. And we have a little artifact that we're going to have to file down in there under the eye. Okay, so we'll put that one back, because we definitely want to keep him in the mask again. Let's pop this bad boy out. So, let me just say, first of all, this action figure looks great. Look at this. He's got good, tighter ab crunch than the other one we had. And just beautiful head sculpt. Look at that. I'm sure his... Good, all his joints are still tight. See how far back we can get this head. There we go. I had to rock it a little bit. You have really good mobility in the neck. And I'd rather it be a little bit tight than loose. So that's awesome. We do not have that extra butterfly joint. So it is... No, it is. It is the same figure. So I thought the other one had a butterfly joint, but no, it's just our previous one. So, man, I don't know what's going on here. Look at that. Got a blemish. So this arm goes all the way around. Good movement above the bicep here. You have double jointed arms. So on the elbows. So that obviously allows us to bring the arms closer. The claws actually a little bit more closed than I would have hoped. That might be from being in the package pressed up against the plastic. So these fingers are a lot softer than the one we had for Civil War, and the claw has remained better intact. Look at that. So Civil War is winning out right now, because it's basically the same figure except in better condition. So great ab crunching, great waist movement, nice and tight hip joints, great articulation here at the knees with a double joint, and then amazing ankle movement here. So this is an outstanding figure. You know, no complaints about that. I just wish his hands weren't smushed like that, but look at this. This looks like, you know, obviously almost identical figures. So we've already said that several times. But I was like, okay, so this is Civil War. Let's see what it says down here. 2016 on our Civil War action figure. And let's see if our new one, what year it says. So that it goes here, obviously. 2016. And moving our new one in here, it says 2016. So it looks like they may not have even done really anything different. They just pulled the mold out of the library, popped it back on the conveyor belt and said, we need some more of these. So anyway, the wrist, oh, this wrist is a lot looser than I would have liked. Moves around. Still an amazing action figure. You absolutely need it if you don't have it. And I will say that the slight differences. The Civil War one is better, but you need this one to make him Baku. So let's just throw that out there. So let's get him with a really outstanding action pose, right? Let's have him like coming at you, creeping on the low. So let's see what I can do here. Okay, great. So I was almost tempted to get almost the same pose. You know, maybe I should have him doing one jumping. We'll do that one in a minute. But man, just yes. Look at that. So let's get him going right here, and let's take a look at our next figure, right? Doesn't this look awesome? So, alright, let's set him back up over here. There we are. And there we go. Looks great. Alright, let's see our next figure. We have T'Chaka. And T'Chaka looks awesome. Now, I don't know about him fighting with all this, but obviously he's not intending to fight. I don't see any accessories. I would have loved some accessories, like maybe his own head sculpt, whatever. Oop, I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Let's close this back up and let's take a look at the box. Got a little too excited, wanted to open them already. Beautiful box art. Different, oh, it's the same picture from the side and front. And let's take a look, see what it says right here. T'Chaka. As King of Wakanda, T'Chaka assumes the Black Panther identity and with it, the responsibility to protect the sacred metal vibranium and the honored history of his kingdom. Wow, look at that awesome Black Panther suit, right? Outstanding. Let's get him out of here. Let's take a look at this bad boy and see what we got up in here. So, second to last Build-A-Figure piece, right? This is our left leg. And so, what year is this showing right here? Doesn't. But looks cool. We got double joints right here in the knees. And looks like it's going to be pretty awesome. So let's set that aside. Let's take a closer look. Obviously, this is not Eric Killmonger's suit. It is similar because of the gold, but it is not the same suit. So it looks really cool. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? So let's see. Does this come off? It does. Interesting. We'll take a look at that in a second. So we've got what appears to be the exact same articulation as our T'Challa figure, right? So it doesn't have that extra butterfly joint, but really cool movement, right? Movement right here above the bicep, double joints in the elbows, great paint job, the gold. But he's wearing pants and not like suit legs, so that's interesting. I would have thought he'd be wearing, you know, if he has this vibranium suit top, why would he be wearing like leisure wear bottoms? But in any event, he's got strappy boots and looks like his Black Panther shoes. What are those, right? So let's take this off and just take a look. Let's see, it snaps right here and it does come right on off. Cool. Okay, good. I was afraid it might be permanently on. So we do have great ab crunching here. Look at that. Great movement at the waist. We've got some good hip and joint movement right here. High part of the thigh. we do have some pretty good joints right here at the knees. This one does move at the boot. Look at that. So nice heavy duty knee joints. Moves here at the boot and then moves back and forth right here. It's got that almost like animal toe right there for the feet. And so he looks really cool. I'm just curious, why doesn't he have and obviously maybe because he's got the ceremonial outfit on right there, but maybe that's why the pants, but interesting. But he looks outstanding. We got a plane or something passing, a helicopter, so give me a second. Sorry, not sure if you could hear that, but it was loud over here. Okay, so, but let me just tell you, amazing mask sculpt. Look at that. Look at that. And I didn't even notice these little, like, white accents right here. Isn't that awesome? The nose accent, everything. Cheekbones. Really digging this figure. He looks great, actually. Let me tell you. Looks outstanding. And so this one, we're not going to have him in this really weird, crazy action pose because he is the king and he's just standing tall right now as opposed to seeing him swinging in action. So let's put his arms down and just have him looking really like, just really strong. Look at that. So yeah. Fierce with those claws, look at that. And his wrists do move back and forth pretty well and around, both of them. So yeah, we'll just have him standing up strong so he looks a little different from our T'Challa, just to differentiate him. And let's put his ceremonial suit back on. Let's make sure we have it on the correct side, right? And let's just snap these bad boys back into place. See if we can get everything going good. And I think it looks amazing, right? Look at that. So let me make sure I get him standing up good. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we have him standing up nice and tall and strong. Look at that. Just a simple pose. Don't underestimate what it says about just standing tall and strong, right? So let's set him up right on over here, right next to his son. Let me tell you how awesome he looks. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? Nice. Okay, so we got one more figure and then our Build-A-Figure. So, okay, so last but not least, we have the Dora Milaje, and I actually thought this was Okoye from afar when I first saw it. And why? Because they have similar outfits, they have similar, the shaved head, but it's not. It is not. Actually, it's supposed to be like that royal guard, right? But it looks like we had several. These are all different head sculpts. So we could have several different warriors without having the same head. So if we bought this figure several times, we could actually have our Okoye Build-A-Figure from the first wave. We could have Nakia, who's wearing a similar outfit. And then we could have these three, all different. If we bought 2 more of these figures, then we could have them all look like the warriors, right? So got different color handles for the hand right here. And then we have this big spear. But lots of great accessories for this. Love this action figure. Let's take a look at this art on the side. See, it's, you know, the guard. Look at that beautiful detail right there. And look at that. Never even noticed that. Got like a panther symbol. So let's see what it says back here. This was the first one to come out, and it was out before all the other ones in this wave. So the Dora Milaje are an all-female special forces group prepared to defend the Black Panther and the people of Wakanda at all costs. Look at that amazing spear weapon right here. Look at this great suit. Awesome. So let's get her on out of here and let's get our last Build-A-Figure piece from Baku. So set that aside. And oh, I know I mentioned this earlier, but this one says Avengers Infinity War. Marvel right there. Does not say Black Panther, so it's interesting to note. Because it didn't have to say that, so I thought that was interesting. Let's get these on out here. And that's kind of cool too, because obviously she can't hold all these weapons all at once. But what a great opportunity to have different weapons for if you swapped out heads and had multiple of these figures to make a little army. So that's totally a thing. Get that out of here. Let's get that over here. Well, let's get our Build-A-Figure piece out. So here's our other foot. This one does have the date on there. It says 2018. Set that aside. Let's get her pop her on out of here. We don't want her to get stuck, but look, the bottom part of her outfit is over here. Let's pop her out to the middle because I don't want the head to get stuck and it gets scratched like the other figure. There we go. Let's push this out. And let's take a closer look. So, got a great head sculpt. Look at that face. I'm assuming it's a tattoo. Looks awesome. Looks fierce. Look at those. She's those, you know, eyebrows scrolling down right there, right? A little scowl. So we got great movement. Obviously, this arm isn't going to move too far. Well, I guess it will. Look at that. I was afraid it was going to pop off, but it's obviously attached down here. So we do have good movement on the shoulder despite having that. We have excellent movement on this side. We have almost a standard female body from Marvel Legends, but except this one. Look at this ridiculous articulation. It normally doesn't move this much for a female character. So we have this, which is it attached? It's not, but it's set up in a great way so that it fits snugly right in there. We got really good, well, pretty good joint tightness right there on the hips. We got double jointed knees, so for good articulation. Moves in the high part of the thigh, does not move on the lower part of the leg, but it does have good articulation of the ankles and feet, so that looks and feels great. And let's take a look at the other heads and the other spear. So pop them on out. Let's see which head we like the most. So we have this one here, right, with another, oop, we have an artifact right there with another tattoo right above. Oh my gosh. Beneath the eye. Different head shape, different head sculpt, right? We have this one that does not have tattoo. And then we have this one. And they're all different. Look at that. Which one do you want to have on here? I think I kind of like this one, but we'll leave this one on for now. Put these back in here. So, put these back in here. Ah! Man. The sooner the better, because I'm going to lose one of them. So, there we go. Set that aside for now. And, yeah, let's get her all set up. Let's put one of these right here in her arms. Thumb's kind of back. That's kind of weird. Maybe it's just because of the plastic. No, I guess not. It's just weird back-ish. So let's put this in her arm. Let's put her thumb behind it. And let's have her... She's supposed to hold both of these, but do we want to have this spear instead? Because she needs both hands for the spear, the way they move it. Or we need both hands for these rings, right? So let's just do this. Let's have her just standing here. Just to look, you know, obviously she can't use both, but she'll look cool holding both. So what are your thoughts? See if I can get her posed so that she'll stand up. Well, she's doing it well there. Let me tell you. She looks super fierce. So yeah, I'm happy with this. Bring this down. There we go. It's that simple. So let's set her up right over here. And she's right here protecting our king. There we go. Doesn't that look amazing? Alright, let's move on to the part you've been waiting for. Or skipped forward to. It is our Baku Build-A-Figures. Let's get them over here. Look how great this is going to look. Okay, let's get our arms, our head, this part of our body. And let's make sure we have the legs on the correct sides because they don't look like that from there. So, and we have our club staff dealie right here. So, look at this great head sculpt. Let's pop that right on here. Look at that. Too bad we don't have a write-up for Baku, right? And that was a pretty crazy little battle that he had with T'Challa at the beginning of the movie. Look at that. This comes off. Okay. And it's got a little peg for it to go into. So let's put that back on in there before we put the arms. So this is the left arm. Look at that. There we go. Okay, cool. Make sure that's nice and snug in there. Oop, well, I guess let's take this off then. Make sure this goes in there till it snaps. It didn't snap, but it seems better in there. It's the same here. Let's just turn till we're sure it's in there well. There we go. And let's put these on his legs on the upper part of his thigh. And it's hard to gauge whether or not they're in there all the way because it's obstructed by this. So there. Feels like it's on pretty well in there. And wow, look at that. So let's take a look and see what sort of mobility we have, then we'll put this back on. Okay, so for the head, we have some pretty good movement, and it goes really far down and pretty decent up and moves good side to side. The arms move all the way around. We do have double joints right here on the elbow, so that's great, and it moves above the bicep. It actually does move up further than you would think because this is restricting it, but this opens up a little bit to allow for it to come up. So it's got some great movement despite the fact that we have these obstructing it. Look at that. We have good wrist movement back and forth. Obviously it's obstructed by this, but it does move forward and turns. Great movement on the arms. He does ab crunch back and forth, not so far forward, but tons back for when he's giving a big call, right? Move side to side up here and not at the waist because he can't with all this going on here. This does move at the high part of the thigh, you just can't really see it, so you can turn the legs. You got a double joint at the knees, which you're probably not really going to need since this is a thick plastic and double layered here. His little house slippers looking boots, obviously they're made of animal fur. They do move pretty well. They do not move down here. Now obviously you're not going to need ridiculous articulation because he's just a big, you know, bulky buff dude, but he looks incredible. Let's see if we can get him to stand well. Let's stand him straight up. Let's get him going here, and let's put his jacket on here, or his fur. There we are. And let me get him posed really well. Give me 1 second. Alright, and so we have him looking really fierce here. Let's have him, you know, yes, talking. Obviously we could have him scowling or something, and that would look really awesome, but nonetheless Baku looks great. So let's set him up like that, and yes, look at this. It's absolutely wonderful. So let's set him up over here, and let me just say, man, these figures look great. Look at that. Guys, I want to thank you so much for joining us here today. I had a lot of fun with you with this Wave 2 the Black Panther action figure set from Marvel Legends, Hasbro. Looks so incredible. The only thing I wish we had was Shuri, because with Wave 1 and Wave 1 Wave 1B, we had that 2-pack with Agent Everett Ross and another Killmonger, but we're still missing Shuri. So hopefully she comes out at some point. I'm sure she'll come out in Endgame and we'll finally have an action figure with her. But nonetheless, guys, thanks for watching. If you haven't already subscribed to us, please follow us by clicking the subscribe button below. Hit the bell next to it so you can get notified every time we have a new video coming out. And guys, let us know which one of these figures that you like the most, or which ones do you have? Where are you watching from? We'd love to see that. So guys, until next time, thanks for watching Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. Welcome back, friends, to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. Look how incredible this Shuri action figure looks from Marvel Legends. Looks absolutely outstanding. I can't wait to show you. So guys, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below. Hit the notification bell next to it so you can be notified every time we have a new video come out. Talk to us in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. And click that share button so you can share this with everyone. So guys, let's show you just how amazing this action figure is. And comes with this Build-A-Figure Hulk piece. So, why don't we go ahead and get started right now.
It's so nice to meet you, GG.
Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi, Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G.
Vince and Gigi from Super Channel G. I will see you on the TV.
Congratulations on all your success.
Super Channel G.
Alright, welcome back friends to Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G. I'm so excited because we have so many new Marvel Legends to review. We're going to start with this one here today. Let's put many of these that we still have to go up. And we have more than this, but just getting set up, taking a few pictures, and can't wait to get started. I know you can't wait either. And so we're going to start off with this build a figure Hulk. That's the Professor Hulk from Avengers ENDGAME. And look at these wonderful figures that are in this set. There's Marvel's War Machine, there's Marvel's Rescue, Shuri, Rock Python, Union Jack, Beta Ray Bill, and Loki. And that's comic book Loki, you'll notice. And yeah, absolutely. So we're going to do a review of this one first. And let's see if we can do one a day or several in a day and really celebrate this set until we can build our Hulk. So, this beautiful package. This is actually another Black Panther figure, even though she comes out in both Infinity War and Endgame, so she could technically be an Endgame figure as well. And look, Shuri comes with both of these Panther blasters. And of course, Hulk's left leg. So look at this awesome artwork. Sometimes it's the same artwork on the back and it's just kind of redundant. But it's probably going to be a mirror image if we see over here. Nope, it isn't. It actually is just the same picture twice. Alright, and so let's see what it says back here. It says, Shuri, the mastermind behind some of Wakanda's most advanced technologies. Shuri designs and distributes vibranium-powered gear to Wakanda's greatest warriors and allies. And that looks absolutely outstanding. Wasn't she amazing too in Black Panther? And of course, she's fierce, no fear, and yeah, that looks awesome right there. So what great artwork back there. So let's get started. We already mentioned she has the left leg of Hulk. Look how great he looks. And let's pop her on out. And so I can't tell you how excited I am. Look at that Black Panther symbol in there. And you know, we still have so many figures to go. But anyway, let's zoom in here. Let's see what we got. Look at this beautiful face sculpt. And let me make sure that I have this nice and clear. Sorry about that. I'm like, make sure. Alright, so this looks absolutely gorgeous. Look how great that looks. Look at the war paint she's got going on, those dots. She's ready to battle. Alright, so look at Hulk's left leg and foot. Man, look at those toenails. He does a good job of trimming those. Look at this torn pants. It's a beautiful color. Look at that. Beautiful sculpt. It looks absolutely great. Alright, so we'll set that aside. And look at this Shuri. And let's pop her on out. Take a look. And then also with these blasters. I was like, does this part come out? But I don't think it does. So, oops, knock those over. And let's see what we got going on here. And first of all, well, let me bring it in closer. Sorry, guys. Bring it in closer here. And look, first of all, the face sculpt looks wonderful. Look, even the makeup, the paint, the war paint, everything. Look at the outstanding job they did on her hair detail. Look at that. Look at all those tiny braids. It looks absolutely great. And there's even like shading and, you know, some highlights to put in there so that you can tell it's not just one big lump. They did an outstanding job on the detail of this figure. Look at her outfit. Look at that. Looks absolutely amazing. And let's see what sort of head articulation we have. Wow, we have like Iron Man style head articulation. Look at that. This is great. We can tilt a little bit. We can turn. So that's absolutely outstanding. Now, mind you, it does restrict a little bit, but no, she has basically full range movement. Okay, let's see her arms. They move nice and kind of a clicking motion, but they feel solid. Turn all the way around, and her arms come into a 90-degree angle nicely. Look at that. And then, wow, these just kind of pop right on, I guess. Look at that. Now the wrists move back and forth. They turn, so that's awesome. So it's kind of a mirror image of both. She does have a clenched fist on the left hand and an open fist on the right. Look at this detail. This is awesome. This is nice and soft, plastic right here. Looks like it's made out of the inside of Three Musketeers. And then, of course, look, we have some great leg articulation. Got double joints at the knees. The bottom part is moving easier than the top part. I'll just say that of the knee. So I'm going to support it and push it there so we can get that going. Yep. Well, it's always encouraging for it to be a little bit tighter than way too loose. So that's awesome. It looks like it probably turns to the high part of the thigh right there. And then we got that nice hip joint. So it's easier to move this leg because it cuts up open like that more than this one. But look at these beautiful pants. Beautiful. What are those? I thought she was going to have some sort of boot, but no, she's got like sneakers on. Interesting. Wow, she does. Look at that. So I was like, what are those? Those are nice. So anyway. Alright, so let's take a look at these awesome looking Panther gauntlets. Look at that. They blast that power. It's cool, they just snap right on. So I'm really excited about that. Let's just pop her hand in there. Look at that. We can just turn her hand. And boom. Let's pop those bad boys on. And she's got these amazing power gauntlets. Look at that. So let's have her getting ready to blast some people. Look at that. Tell me that doesn't look amazing. Oh, and look. So we don't have an ab crunch, but we do turn right at like the rib cage. So, and we don't turn at the waist, we just turn there. So let's zoom out and let's see if we can't give her a really good power stance. Since, you know, those things probably give a little bit of recoil. No. Right? Oops. Let's not only bend her knee down low, let's bend it also high, because then it looks a little awkward. Looks like it's bending too low. Okay, this is restricting this leg from coming out a little bit, but tell me that doesn't look awesome. Let's have her lean forward a little bit. Let's bring her head back a little bit. Look at that. So a little bit of posing one-on-one. 101. I don't know why I said on one. But look how great that looks, don't you think? So, absolutely outstanding. Alright guys, what questions do you have? Because you can comment them below, tell me what you think. Do you like this one? Do you have it already? So, Shuri looks absolutely outstanding. Let's see if we can get another pose. Because obviously that one looks great. This one looks absolutely amazing. And let's see, where's the box? Let's see what it has her doing in the box. Has her doing this. I'm not sure if we can do that. That'd be cool if it was that blue color like that. So let's see what we can do that's as close to that as possible. So bring this arm, turn it this way, turn this that way. It's straight. So we probably have to bend it up a little bit like that. Just bringing her head down. Just bringing this one. And because her arm only comes 90 degrees, it's not going to come any more than that. You'll notice, because this one, it's bent more. 90 degree would be straight this way. So that one's coming in, so we're not going to be able to do it that much. But let's see. I'm supposed to bring this leg over and this one down. So we'll see. And you know, maybe if we do the opposite and do it with this leg coming up, maybe that'll help a little bit. So we'll just bring this one over here, bring this one straight, bend this arm on, up and in. Look at that. Just turn this head, her head this way. Turn the shoulder like that. Bring it in just a little bit. Excuse me. And let's see. There we go. We can have her wanting to bring her knee in like that. And that'll work. Let's just turn this a little bit. Bring the head down just a little bit. And, you know, might be as close as we're going to get since we can't bring that one in further. And we can't really lift this. I guess we could. Look, we can push it up higher, but then it looks a little awkward because it's not low and it starts like pushing up way too high. So I will say that. So maybe we want it to look like that. So anyway, still looks absolutely great. Let's put her on with a really good power stance. Let's bring her with her arms down. And let's have her look to the side. Look at that. And just have her looking really tough and fierce. So let me bring her knee a little bit out like that, so it doesn't look awkward, and it looks like a nice strong pose. Look at that. Yeah, buddy. Alright guys, so I hope you've enjoyed today's review. This Shuri character definitely is gonna really add to our roster of Marvel Legends, especially when we start talking about Infinity War and Endgame. So comment below what you think. Give us a big thumbs up if you haven't already. Subscribe to our channel. We look forward to seeing you in a whole lot more videos, and you know, this is gonna be this and this, so we can continue and do our next review. So I'm gonna try and put it right here, so you can click on that soon enough. And if not, go to our Super Channel G page and keep an eye out for the next Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Hulk. So until next time, thanks for watching Vincent Gigi's Super Channel G.